say that, well, first of all, we're backstage, Big Snow Show 5, hanging out with Switchfoot. Thank you guys for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I don't want to.
San Diego was too warm.
I was going to say, I gave a little evil chuckle to myself when I looked at your Twitter page this morning, and there was a little note up there like, so good to be back home in San Diego. And then we took you from there. Yeah. We plucked you from your fancy warm weather and brought you here where it's 1 degree.
You got some fancy cold weather.
We do have some fancy. We don't mess around. This is not normal cold weather. This is like
ice cold.
You got it for us, right?
Yeah.
I did. I was like, haha, they're in San Diego.
Those guys don't know what they're doing. They need to experience,
If I can ruin their life just a little.
We've had some great experiences in this very building.
Really? Have you been in the haunted basement?
Yes, we have.
Yeah?
We've skated the pool down there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's covered in asbestos dust.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that we're all
So then when you skin your knees, you get a little bit in your bloodstream?
Just a tiny bit.
Literally, when you take pictures, you can't see a thing because it's just white. Just dust. It's disgusting. You don't notice it until
the next day.
That's right.
Yeah,
the next day, you're like, I can't breathe.
I wonder if there's any kids we could bring down there. They'd probably like that. The kids love asbestos. So let's see if we have some children come down there. It'd be great.
Put it in your Wheaties.
I heard that actually on your flight over, you guys saw the top of the dome in Minneapolis. What was that? What did that look like?
It was unfortunate.
Really?
Yeah.
Deflated a little bit.
Well, that was the thing. I mean, you've got if you're gonna go through anywhere, why not make it a little bit more exciting?
Yeah, right. A little danger, you know?
Yeah, right. Every flight there yesterday was canceled, so we're thinking, this could be bad news.
We're Switchfoot. We can do it. We're fine. Yeah. You'll be happy to know that this is not an inflatable roof on the Rave, so you guys are safe and protected.
Have you been upstairs?
On the heated roof thing with the heaters?
No, ballroom.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, many
huge,
times. Ginormous.
That's
ballroom.
a good place to skate too.
When there's nobody there.
Yeah.
They figured they wanted you guys to be toasty because up there it would be very cold. So they put everybody downstairs so that everybody can snuggle during your show. Snuggling is important.
I like your gloves and little mitten things.
Thanks. Here. The one lost an ear.
Out there in Radioland, you can't see them, but they're very cute.
Thanks.
Cute would be the only word I could.
Well, we have done puppet shows with them actually, so people might actually know them. He hangs out and makes business calls behind the curtain.
Wow, business calls.
Yes.
Business time.
That don't really make any sense actually.
Right.
So.
It's business time.
Ooh, some Flight of the Conchords.
Thank you.
That would be fantastic, actually.
Good reference.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I guess we should talk about something substantial.
Okay.
Let's talk about. We did a lot of substantial stuff. We got that out of the way. The meat and potatoes a couple weeks ago. You called in.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about how you like scaring kids. That was great. It's true. He laughs over there. It was your guilty pleasure. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, scaring
Coming
children.
from John, that's really unheard of because he's like the nicest guy in the world.
But your kid's scared of me.
Yeah. Yeah. He cries of fear.
Oh God.
You do. Yeah, you do.
A little bit.
No, okay, so here.
So we did some meat and potatoes. We should do some meat and potatoes.
Okay, here's my meat and potatoes. We just finished. This is kind of a significant day for us because this is the last show of the year. After this, we head home to record a brand new record. For me, this is kind of like closing the door for a pretty amazing time of our lives. Hello Hurricane came out a little over a year ago, and it's been like an incredible journey.
Yeah.
One of those things that it's been a whirlwind. We've done South America, Japan a couple times, New Zealand, Australia, Europe, and now we're back here in the States. And so to go home tomorrow and celebrate, the holidays and then start a new record, it feels like a really important amazing journey we've been on, so I'm thankful.
With Vice Verses, are you guys going to be sort of doing the same thing with that as you did with Hello Hurricane, where it's like it's not really on a label, you're going to look for some distribution help, but you're on your own timeline, you're on your own schedule?
Yeah, the record come out when it's good.
When it's good and ready.
Great.
When it's good and ready.
When we feel like that's the best record that we could make, And so it's going to be done at our studio. We're talking to two of the guys that are probably going to work on it. Mike Elizondo, who worked on the last one.
Okay.
He's well known for, a lot of hip hop stuff.
Cool.
He came up under Dr. Dre, did some Eminem and
and
Mary
the
J.
next
Blige.
logical step in that chain is
Switchfoot.
Switchfoot.
Of course.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
have a lot of
And
hip hop
then-
roots.
Yeah. Neil Avron as well is probably going to work on the record.
Very cool.
So he's
Very
done
cool.
stuff for Amberlin and Newfound Glory and a bunch of friends of ours.
Nice,
so,
very nice.
So that's actually that call is going on right now.
Okay.
Tim and Chad are taking care of business.
Nice.
They should use your puppet.
My business puppet. It's my business puppet.
Would your puppets talk to our record label, do you think?
He loves making calls.
Okay.
He gets real tough.
Does he give them the business?
Yeah, he gives them the tough. I'm doing my business.
Okay.
That's kind of how he talks, actually.
That
Which
settles
is tough,
it.
Right? It's really intense.
It's business time.
Another item, I didn't talk to you about this last time, your Grammy nod. Have
Yeah.
you begun sending notes of threats and intimidation to the other nominees to sort of psych them out? Maybe they'll take themselves out of the running.
Oh, we kind of follow the women's figure skating model, and like.
Really? How's that?
Dude.
Oh, we do we?
You've broken a few like kneecaps over the years.
Yeah, well, like in Karate
Off
Kid.
the record. Off the record.
Yeah, of course. That's going to be edited out. No one's going to hear that ever.
Yeah, when he says "sweep the knee, Johnny" in Karate Kid, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sweep the knee,
Yeah,
Johnny.
that's how we do it.
Fantastic.
No, we're excited. I mean, that whole we've been to the Grammys once, and the whole scene is so far removed from what you do as a band.
Right.
You write these songs, and it has nothing to do with Grammys, but at the same time, Drew and I were talking about this the other day. It's really affirming to have somebody, and say somebody from the Grammys say, "Yeah, actually,
that's cool.
This is good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter at all, and yet somehow
It does.
You're
It matters.
thankful.
Right, for sure. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out. We're really excited. I know at least 2 nephews of mine that are getting Switchfoot silly bands for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They're super stoked about those.
They love those things, right?
Do you guys have a hand in the
Yeah.
merch? So you're like, we need silly bands.
Yeah, that's band thing where we just go like, hey, get some silly bands.
Make it happen.
Get on this. That's why we need your business puppet.
The business puppet. The business. Really good.
We need silly bands now.
Someone's gonna get punched in the face if you don't get silly bands.
That's
No,
it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't think you should call a record company after all. Maybe that's not a good idea.
You've been
Yeah.
talking about breaking kneecaps. I was just expounding on that.
Right.
Awesome. Well, you guys, thank you. We're excited. You guys go on it
Yes.
tonight.
Tonight.
Go on
Sometime.
tonight.
You guys go on at midnight tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. It's the midnight rooftop
great.
party with
Yeah,
Switchfoot.
I know.
Everyone's really looking forward to
I
it.
know.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
All
having
the
us.
time.